I just finished reading The Giver by Lois Lowry. This is my daughter's copy. I took it out of her room. I'll be putting it back here shortly. Um, Real short book, only 180 pages. Took me about 2 days or so to finish the entire novel. The main character is a young boy. He's 11 years old. His name's Jonas, and he's about to turn 12. And turning 12 in this little community is a pretty big deal because this is when you are assigned your job. This is what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. Now, he doesn't get to pick his job, it's picked for him. That's one of the benefits of this community, is that the people have everything laid out for them. They have no decision-making ability. The Council of Elders, they decide who's going to marry who. They decide which kids are going to live in which home. Consequently, because there is such tight control over the population, nobody's hungry, nobody goes without. As I probably alluded to, there's no joblessness, there's no homelessness. Everybody seems to get along because there's this idea of sameness, of uniformity, that everybody should be looking out after each other. Also, there is this idea of precision of language, that when you're talking, you need to use precise language. One example that Jonas reflects upon is that he said that he was starving, and one of the elders took him aside and said, "No, you're not starving, you're hungry. Nobody starves in our community." And so he is whipped. Apparently they have these sticks where the kids are beat, helps them stay in line. And we also find out that elderly people are beat too if they don't follow the rules. So this seemingly nice community, that where there are no problems, that has this very sharp-edged side to it. Another example of this is there's going to be an unexpected set of twins born. That can't happen in the society because they account for only so many babies each year, and each mother should have one baby, that sort of thing. So to have twins is just totally off the charts for them, and they have a unique way of dealing with that. The child that's deemed healthier, which basically is heavier in weight, volume at birth, they decide to keep that baby, and the other baby is released. We learn later in the book that being released from the community has a very dark meaning to it. You're actually euthanized. But anyway, so this seemingly tight society where they have good rules that benefit everybody has trade-offs. And I think that this is what Lois Lowry is getting to the point of in this book, is that you might have a community where there is no hate, but are you sacrificing other things like love to obtain that sameness, that uniformity in the community? Is there a danger of a governmental body having too much control over our personal lives? Because we're giving up personal freedoms for security. We're giving up the ability to make our own choices in our own family units to make sure everybody is included in a family and that there is no homelessness. So a little dichotomy going on there between the two points of view. Another big theme in the book is pleasure. There is no pleasure. There is no deep-seated feelings or emotions that go on. That is just taken totally out of context of this society that they're living in. They do that by taking this pill, so nobody can hear music. It's very odd. Nobody can see color. It's all the same gray material that they wear. They don't have deep emotions. When they get upset, they don't feel hate. They just get irritated. They don't see love towards each other. They just see in understanding of accepting one another. Very different. Um, and that's where Jonas comes into it, because as he's interacting with the giver, he's actually receiving memories of the entire world. And he's starting to understand that there is something called hate, there's something called love. You can be satisfied with just sitting around a campfire and looking into the flames. He mentions that fires, having open fire in your house is a very dangerous thing. He wouldn't want that. But on the other side, he feels conflicted because he's like, but I like feeling that warmth of that fire. Of course, this is all from memories that he's being given from the giver. And the book basically concludes with the giver and Jonas trying to make a plan to figure out how they can make their community better again, where everybody can experience the emotion of love and feeling warmth towards each other. All right, well, worthwhile book. It's short read, quick, easy read. I hope you enjoy it.